Okay, see if we can get today's stream started without too many issues. Just let me clean up my desk a little bit. Today I'm just streaming a random Sims game that I'm working on. Or not working on, it's just I'm just playing around trying to figure out the functions of the Pets expansion and the Seasons expansion, so I don't make too many mistakes when we play it later in the Team Human village. So let me just refresh the stream and see if I can see that I'm streaming. There we go. Yeah. Sometimes I'm having issues with the Twitch channel site, so it just keeps on showing that I'm streaming. It's Anna that I'm hosting, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not streaming yet. But yeah, that's a horse. That's a foal, a baby horse, and this here. Let me just show you. Sleeping here is Linnea. Her name is Linnea Sid. You can see it there. I've been playing her for several hundred Sims days. I mean, but because I changed the household at some point, it's like it reset it. I've set them to age really slowly, but she was at, I mean, this number wasn't 380, it was like 295 before I went and played another household. So it's like it reset her in this age range. So one of the reasons that I'm trying to play it through is that I've had some glitches, besides the infamous ginger glitch when I played the Chaos household. I've in this game it's crashed for me several times. It looks like it's a bit more stable now. Haven't really figured out why it's crashing for me. It can just be the number of expansions. But Linnea said here she used to be a reporter. Now she doesn't have a job at the moment. She's so famous and people keeps giving her random stuff that's worth a lot of money. So she just sells that, and then she gets money for promoting clubs and stuff like that. Hi Red One, hi Binky. So, oh, and Dark Winter Dreams as well. Good to see everybody. So she used to live in an apartment uptown, and she still has that one, a rather expensive apartment. But as you can see here, perhaps, she loves horses. So I decided that even though this was in a big city, I would buy a lot and try to fit a horse in here. Luckily, somewhere along the way, there's this functionality where I can choose to move her to an entirely different city. So she might be, I might move her to like a more animal-friendly city at some point. Yeah, the car is nice. Someone gave it to her just because she's famous. So I think that's like a pretty okay deal. So she makes her money from going to clubs and dancing or drinking drinks. Then she gets money just for being there. It's like the Paris Hilton kind of deal, I think. Sometimes, if she's lucky, she gets like a guest performance in a play or a movie. And oh yeah, that's the thing about the nightlife expansion. Because you get famous, like you can see, she's like a 5-star famous person. Company, it's like in real life, if you're super famous, the designers want to buy your clothes, so you'll wear their clothes on the red carpet. Or maybe a car manufacturer wants to see if you'll drive their brand of car or something like that. So, and in Sims, when I play them to become famous, well, they end up making quite a bit of money just for that. So this is a game where instead of stepping back and forth between different families, you can just see how I randomly usually play The Sims. So she got a horse. I adopted a young horse through the functionality in the phone, you know, where you can go in here and in services you can adopt a pet from an animal shelter, and she adopted a horse, a young one. As you can see here, it has 45 days until it's a grown horse. I could go in settings and make it grow up faster. Oh, I don't know if people is going to give me cars, Welshie, but so far I've got a fair supply of Jaffa cakes from time to time and chocolate oranges, so I'm not complaining. So, 1 second, I need to do some sound stuff. I can hear myself. That's always horrible. There we go. Especially when you hear yourself delayed. Oh yeah, I should mention, since you talk about being a famous Twitch streamer that gets all kinds of stuff, on the insistence of my mods, I've placed a tip button on my page. There is no need to go crazy and start sending me a lot of money, because I'm doing pretty okay. But if at some point you're like, oh, I'm just rolling in money and I want to give someone a tip, do send $5 my way, something like that. Maybe one day I'll get a decent microphone or buy a new headset or something like that. Yeah, I blame Zazu. I blame Zazu. I'm still just streaming for the fun of it, so... oh, chocolate oranges. Chocolate oranges are super awesome. So this is the game. The horse, I think it's so funny that it's a white horse, so I called it Raven. Of course, because that's logic in my world. And it has 3 abilities, or what you call it, 3 traits. It's genius, it's untrained, and it's fast. So it loves to run, and there's a special city that I got with this expansion, the Pets expansion, where there's all kind of different public facilities for horses, so that's where I'm thinking about moving her at some point. Yeah, if I wasn't having fun, I really wouldn't be doing it. It's like a good way to start out a week, I think, just having a Monday evening hanging out. Oh, happy lurking, Dark Winter Dreams. Yeah, it's an untrained fast genius. So, yeah, rest well. No worries there. We love our lurkers, always. So, what are my Sims up to at the moment? Well, at the moment, I'm really up to this, figuring out how it works with her having a horse. It has some different needs, like it needs to be trained. But the lot that I have doesn't seem to be really large enough for it to run around and to put up things that can jump over, so that's another reason I might want to move city. But right now I'm just working on making sure they have like a perfect relationship. They're like best friends forever. So I do think that that is working out quite well. It has the normal hunger. In this case, because it's a baby, you need to bottle feed it. So there's a lot of work in that. And it has and needs to sleep, of course, and needs to pee sometimes. And it has a stable, you can see here, built in here, where it can sleep and do whatever it needs to do. Besides that, can see if I just press any random place, it can just kind of what it's up to now, rolling around in the dirt, just having a little bit of fun there. So it's a bit of a slow stream today because I have an annoying shoulder. So I'm just like clicking around a little bit. Not a lot happening. I'm drinking coffee and resting today. We had one of the cats to the vet, Lulu, allergic little darling. She has allergies, so we had to have her to the vet back in December because she got infected in some of those the areas where she was scratching herself, and we just had her in for a checkup today. So it's like with kids, I think, when you have fur babies. Oh, let's see, what does the horse want? Maybe it just wants to go inside and have a nap. It can go inside. Yeah, she is like the one of our pets that needs the most attention that way. I mean, because they're indoor cats, we have like a general struggle with a weight problem for all three of them, where we have to be careful how much we feed them and when we feed them. That's why we're like very strict about feeding time, because they're like a little bit too fat, all of them. It's a boring life being an indoor cat. Asker, he's like no health issues whatsoever. He's just a little bit chubby. But he's like a country randomly bred cat. So we've never had any issues with him. Mao and Lulu, they are like, they've got these forest cat genes. So Mao, he's like not a lot of trouble with him all in all. But yeah, Asker, he's such a handsome, healthy boy. He's like a total jock. In a good way. I do not mean jock in a derogatory way in any way. I always have to remember to say something like that so I don't offend anyone. I need to remember that all the time. I'm from Denmark, where we like routinely insult each other just for the fun of it. Oh yeah, there's like the ice cream truck that comes driving by here. That's kind of funny. That's an addition from, I don't know if it's from Pets or from Seasons, but it's a cute little thing. If it's from Seasons, it's a bit weird because, like, you can see it's the autumn and this one keeps driving, I think, all through winter. So I built her this place. I mean, you can see this is like the big city with all the fancy bars. If I go out here in Edit Town, let's just remember to save. I'm saving a lot at the moment because I've had these like random crashes. That's that's because you're hyperactive, Wilshie. You have like I think like body language wise, you're probably more of a dog person than a cat person, because you actually need to sit down and stay still to really get in touch with a cat. Chasing them is like about the worst thing you can do. So Zazu just sitting down and leaning back, that's like an invitation for a cat. Ah, I didn't have an ice cream truck back when I had an office. But we do have one that seasonally comes around down here where we live. You can just hear that melody from the ice cream truck. That's always like, oh yeah, ice cream. Not that we've ever bought anything from it, but it's like fun to think about that there's something like that. So as you can see, this is the big city that comes with the nightlife expansion. There's a lot of public buildings, dance clubs and bars. I'll send her to one of them so you can see that as well. Because right now, as I said, she doesn't have a job, so as long as her horse is doing pretty okay, she can do pretty much as she pleases, and she does. She's written some books, so she gets some royalties every week. Oh, hi Sams, welcome to the chat. I'm playing a totally random Sim City. Let's go back to the game here. Yeah, let's just save it again, just to be on the safe side. And when I say a random sim, it really is random. I go into the character creator and I just press the tiny dice roll button, and then I've got like 3 to 5 dice rolls and I have to pick one of them. And since you can't really go back when you do that, you just have to say, oh, do I like them or whatever. So I've created this sim. She's become famous and is living from being famous in the big city. She used to be a reporter. Right now she's playing computer games in this little place I built for her, tiny cottage with a stable so she could hang out with her horse. She needs to go feed her horse, by the way. Let's have the horse come out here, and she can just meet her down there. Yeah, it is a big city. I've had a lot of fun with that expansion. That's the Sims 3 expansion where you get the vampires. So you have a club that's like a vampire club as well. The stables is of course from the Pets expansion. The car, I think, is it's one of those cars that you can't buy. You have to get it as a present when you're famous. It's not the most expensive car you can get. I think there's like one grade above this one, or 2 grades above that, but still pretty good for someone who's just hanging around with her horse and doing a little painting and writing some books. And because she's like, I made her journalist because her name was, the randomly generated name I got was Linnea Said. So I thought it would be really funny to make her into a reporter. And her lifetime wish is to become a great writer, which means to be a master of writing and a master of painting. So she doesn't really have to have a job as long as she has money to take care of herself and works on her writing and stuff. And as you can see here, she's already pretty up there in writing. She's got 7 skill points. She's got 1 random in drink mixing, 1 in painting because she only started painting now, 2 in being handy, 4 in cooking, 6 in charisma, and 4 in sports. So she's like pretty all round because she's already had like 100 days of life. The seasons is like 7 days per season, so every Sims week has become a season. So when your Sim has gone through 4 seasons, while for instance when they have a job, you'll be told they have like a 1-year anniversary, and they'll get like a present for that as well. The umbrella is available from the carnival. I think we should try going there because let's see. The horse is doing pretty okay. It's probably going to take a nap anytime soon. So let's just send her to the festival. Oh, let's go there. And she can go and have something to eat there. And then you can see how that works out. The festival is a different festival every year or every season. So, and also every season, as in every week, you get like a day off. You can't see it now because she doesn't have a job, but then there's like a festival day that's like supposed to be like Christmas. Right now you can see it's Halloween. There's like a haunted house, a dance floor eating contest, and when she's here and goes through different things, she earns festival tickets, I think she has someone, yeah, you can see she has 31 of those now. And for those, she can, for instance, buy fireworks or umbrellas, or I think there's even a water slide or something like that. Oh, Diablo 3, yeah, I totally get that times. I always go back to Diablo 3 on a regular basis. I might even stream that sometime, but for me it's mainly my, clicky game when I'm having a really bad day and I just need to get some energy out. I love playing Diablo. I can just be like, die, 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 everybody. So that's a good game. I love having at least one game where I don't have to think too much, where I can just like go crazy. She's like already so much into cooking that she just auto cooks and get her points and everything. I don't know how many of you really know about the extras in the skill system here, but there's like a tiny information journal that you can click out here. And for instance, in sports, you'll see the different. You've got statistics about all the different kind of training that your sim has done. Cardio training, weight training, how long she's run. You can see her distance of running is 109.59 kilometers because I sent her jogging from time to time. She has no rank in football. She has some challenges in here. She can become a bodybuilder if she spent at least 60 hours doing weightlifting. If you want to be a marathon runner, you have to run 500 kilometers. The thing is that you get different rewards with those. Hi Mitsu, welcome to my random Sims chat. Special levels to celebrate Diablo's anniversary. I haven't heard about that. Please do tell me more. In Diablo, not in the other Blizzard games, right? I mean, I do sometimes go back and play a little World of Warcraft, but right now I'm more into Eve. So I'm like only one paid per month game at a time, and at the moment that's Eve. So, but I'd love some special levels in Diablo. That would definitely get me back and play some seasonals again. I love the seasonal system that way, where if whether you get really far into the Paragon levels or not, um, it still adds up so that your normal characters they gain a lot of Paragon levels all in all. That's pretty cool, and that you get all the. I think I'm pretty well in sets by now because I only ever play the monk. It's my character in Diablo. Oh, back to this. The skill journal here, there's for like every skill she has, there's like different challenges. You can see here in charisma, she's doing pretty well. She is famous because she knows at least 25 local sims. And because of that, she gets extra bonus points when she starts out a new relationship. So she doesn't have to start from scratch when she gets to know new people. And she is seen to be attractive because she's pretty good at figuring out other people's traits, and that makes it easier for her to talk to them, so people like her for that. If she gets to have 20 friends, she can be a super friendly sim. And if she gets to that level that she has 20 friends, she'll never have a bad relationship again, a friendship or anything. And you can become a comedian if you tell 100 jokes with success and make the other sim laugh. Then after that, whenever you tell a joke, it'll be a success. So I like that there's actually a lot of extra things in this that but it does require, a lot of these require that you either go like singularly for one area of skills, or that you do like I do and make sure that they have like an epic lifespan. The epic lifespan helps a lot. I'll just rearrange myself a little bit. Yeah, cooking. She's good at that. Let's see, how's the horsey doing? Oh, she's sleeping. And she needs to run around and burn off some energy when she gets up. I'm gonna let them hang out in the city a little bit before, and then you can see, we can try together to move them to another city and see if that gets the game to crash. If that part of it is buggy as well. I'm trying to figure out which areas to be careful in, but as I said earlier, it's just random crashes I've had. Oh, I just got another present just for being famous. I got the Majestic Grotto. That's like a jacuzzi, a luxury jacuzzi. I can just show you in here. Oh, something just happened with graphics. Let's see. Give it a break, see if it's stalling for me totally. It's because I'm talking about a buggy system and then it's just trying to prove me right. Darn it. But that's one of the things I've talked about earlier when people talk about why don't you have this expansion running at the same time. It's because I'm trying to make sure that the city I have our save game in, the city with all our sims, that there's as little risk as possible that I get a bad save on that one. Yeah, smoke detector. I've got that one because, and also I've got like the burglar alarm because it's really not nice. Can I hide? Let's see, I'm going to try to jump to Edit Town. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I lose something, if it will just... Please don't stall. Otherwise I'm going to have to restart. Oh, thank you for that, Binky. I'll look at that in a little bit. I still think that the worst death accident I had was in Sims University, where the meteor hit just outside one of the classrooms, just as all the Sims were leaving from the class. So they just kept dying. I ended up with like an entire classroom, like 20 or 30, no, 20 dead Sims, something like that. It was totally crazy. I couldn't understand why it was like, this and this has died, this and this has died, this and this. So I kind of paused the game and went to view the city and try to figure out what the hell has happened. And then I kind of found death hanging out and like dead people almost queuing up to get to talk to death one at a time. Yeah, I know that there's like all kinds of specials across the different Blizzard games. I'm more like, oh, do they? I'm more interested in what they have like inside of the Diablo 3. But I'll just have to log on. It's been a little while. I played last season. Not that much. I mean, I think I played to like Paragon 100 something, 150 maybe. So not really that intensive, but yeah. Yeah, great clicky game. Okay, this seems to have stalled permanently, so I'm gonna have to reboot the game. Let's see how that's going to turn out. Just doing a little bit of task manager and such. Restarting it. Being happy about remembering to save. Just hoping it's not a corrupted save. Haven't had one of those yet this time around. So, let's see. Nothing running that I don't want running. No, that should be it. Let's try restarting that. So, tech issues. Just saying. Oh, did you get a good price for your ships then? Anders just jumped to nullsec with his character because he found a nice mining corp to run around with. So he's in the. I forgot some of the skill books and stuff. So it's like most of all the basic minings is luckily still accessible as long as you have a certain skill level in mining. But without deep core mining, you don't get everything that you need or that you want. You can get basically everything, but yeah, this is the Sims intro if I haven't really let this one play through before. Oh yeah, about the catnip and the Revlo bot. We put together some different reward choices for you so that you can actually use that catnip for something. And I decided that since I stream for fun, let's just make some fun of it all. So it's just maybe Wilgie can run through some of it in chat. I know one of the really bad ones, a bad choice, can't remember how many catnips it was, but you can choose to get me to sing. And then you are going to just send me a YouTube video with whatever song and the lyrics, and I'm going to sing it a cappella on stream. Why you would want me to do this, I have no idea, but that is now an option. Also, you can get me to drop whatever I'm doing on stream and draw a dragon. That's also an option. So if you want to mess around with me and make me do stuff within certain limitations, I'll veto anything that I find without my limits. So, oh, 200 catnip for Tony karaoke. So you're getting close, eh, Welshie? What I'm gonna have to end up singing for you. Probably either something from Once More with Feeling or something from Dr. Horrible, something like that. Am I totally off here? Okay, let's see. It is the right household. Let's restart this. And there's still this loading game. Where it asks you to find something and then you just try to click around and see if you're right. And if you're right, you get some long-term happiness points. that you can use on your character. Okay, we're back here, and how much are we missing? I think I saved when I went to show you the city. So yeah, that's pretty okay. Skater boy, Avril Lavigne. Well, I may have yelled that song a couple of times. Yeah, don't choose this reward because you think that I might be good at singing. I just think it's fun to sing whether you're good at it or not. And I have no shame when it comes to something like that. Okay, let me just make sure that all the... Oh, this horse needs some training soon. I think I'll just let her come out and run around for a little bit because she wants to do that. So let's just focus on the horse. Marriage of Figaro. That'll be good because I'll have to fight both the tune and the pronunciation of a different language. That would be awesome. I'm not really used to Italian. It's Italian, isn't it? It's... I went to see it in the Royal Copenhagen Theatre once. Very dusty theatre, very old, but I do like opera, the fun version of them. Okay. To train the horse, I try to get it to stand somewhere where there's no obstacles, and then I just choose gallop around, and then I'll just like go for a sprint around town, and you'll see training there. It'll just soar right up. You got Skater Boy for Zazu for Christmas? Oh, funny. Yeah, it's a cute horsey. Oh, it needs to go home too, and then whatever she's doing, she needs to feed the horse. It's bottle feeding because it's so young. It's gonna be young for a while. It's kind of a sad lot, this, I mean, in the middle of the city. Trying to have like a... How much of a farm can you actually have here? Not a lot. Let's go feed Raven. And you can see there's all kinds of interactions. There's this one that says saddle, but you can't really saddle it because it's so young. But there's all kind of options for love. You can pet it, or let it sniff your hand, or you can hug it, or talk to it. You can work with educating your horse. You can either scold it or you can praise it. So I'm going to praise it for being fast because it just ran around. When you praise it or scold it for something, it's going to influence its behavior and the traits it's going to develop in its adult life. So yeah, now I can see it's a little bit tired. doesn't really seem to mind whether it's sleeping outside or in the stables. And since it can actually go in there on its own, I'm pretty much letting it choose as it wants to. There's this option that I think came with seasonal. Now you can use your mailbox to send a love letter to someone. My sim here does not have a boyfriend or girlfriend yet. She has a flirty personality, so she does tend to flirt with people when she's out and about town. Let's see, how's the horse doing? Yeah, the horse is doing fine now. So she just needs to get something to eat, and then I'm going to send her out about town for a little bit. I'm going to send her to a bar and maybe a club, so you can see some of that in the big city. Oh, I usually don't scold them in game now, unless my sim just does it automatically. If it's while I'm controlling the sim, they're usually being praised for the good behavior, and then the scolding. I'm not really that careful about that. Yeah, I'm never really sure whether they're going to find a girlfriend or a boyfriend. I made another one of these random characters in this city. He's a rock star. He has a band. That's one more thing you can do in the nightlife expansion. Your Sims can have a band. And he lives in a basement, and it turned out pretty quickly that he was gay. Because he was he was only attracted to guys when he was out about town performing. So and I'm not like trying to make them one way or the other. I'm always like trying to see what way they go on their own. I think it's more fun that way, like seeing what kind of sim you got. So so should I send her dancing or should she go for a drink? If I send her to kind of a low-level bar, there's a good chance that she won't be able to do anything because everybody will be after her for autographs because she's so famous. So it'll probably have to be either a dance club or a salon with a VIP section. Let's go to this city view. You can see this here is a nightclub. This here, called the Room of the Rich, is like a salon for ultra-rich people. Then I've got Plasma 501, that's of course the vampire salon. Then there's Aegon's, that's a bar, a hangout place, but she'll be pretty swarmed if I send her there. So I'd probably suggest let's send her here. I think that would be fun. Instead of sitting at home eating burned macaroni and cheese. Yeah. The horse is doing okay, so she can just go about town for a little bit. And when you're like in the big city, it's really nice when they have their own car, because otherwise they're going to run to like the closest metro tube entrance, and because there's public transportation here. Let me see if I can zoom out and show you one of the places when she arrives. This, you can see this over here, that's like the public transportation. So now I've got a notice up here that says that there's just nothing happening at this club tonight. But let's just see if it's like totally nothing. So this is like the foyer, and then they usually go up with the lift. Go to floor. Oh, she's figuring out something on her own. Let's just let her do whatever she wants to do for a little while. That's actually sometimes how I play The Sims. I'll play The Sims while shopping, so that means I'll start up a game. do a save, and then we'll just go out and do grocery shopping. And then when I come back, sometimes my Sims are engaged or in a big fight or got a totally new career. So I think that's a fun way of playing it, seeing just the way they develop, kind of what story happens. But I also like to be like, sometimes I'll be ultra controlling about my Sims and just like make them go through with their long-term wishes, really strict. Now she's definitely out dancing. As you can see here, this is a special kind of club. If I go one floor up, there's a swimming pool here. And that means that if you are here, if there's anyone in the swimming pool, you'll see them. But since it's autumn and only like 2 degrees above zero, about 2 degrees above freezing, I'm pretty sure there won't be anyone in the pool. But she's having fun nonetheless. Not as far as I've seen, Welshie. And I do think you have a lot of attention on whether or not my Sim is pregnant when you're like, don't talk about relationship with me. So unless you want me to make sure your Sim gets pregnant, because I think that's still doable with aliens. Let's just see what happens on its own. That's more fun. Though I do regret that I didn't make a conscious choice to make sure that she didn't like children, because that would be like a lesser chance that she would actually get pregnant. I might redesign her and put her in again with that trait, just to avoid that. Because it would be very unlike me. She's like going all out. I love this digital aquarium they have here. So I can like feed them digitally. Oh, someone's calling. I wonder what that is. Oh, it's from the vampire salon. They want to give her some money if she'll come over there and have a drink and like promote the place. And since that's not too far away and it's still pretty early, let's see if we can't make that happen too. Then you can see the vampire salon as well. There's a star here because that's where the option is. So let's go visit Plasma 501. She needs all the money so she can make sure that when she moves to the other city, that the thing is, she's a bit of a big city girl, the Sim. One of her traits is that she really doesn't like being outside. She hates the outdoors life, which means that when she wants to live with her horse, I'm really probably going to have to do like a big indoor riding hall for her. So 4 kids, wow, that's a lot. Yeah, you just never know, especially since I refuse to control everything at once. You're just gonna have to see what happens. I adopted this horse and I didn't have like any of the glitches that we had with Ginger, so that must have been like a total random glitch as well. And I do think it's the number of expansions that I'm running, because I had no issues before I installed the Seasons expansion. After that one, that's when I started having issues and crashes, which reminds me I need to save again, just to be sure that I don't lose anything. And I can just pause it after that, then we can see who's hanging out in the hall. This is definitely a club with a bit more go in it. You can see there's a lot more people. It's always fun seeing some of them standing outside trying to get into the VIP section, but because not everybody is famous, not everybody can get in. So you have some people with no stars on them, and we've got some with 1 star on them, and the different ropes in front of the sections of these clubs Some of them are like VIP section, some of them are like ultra VIP section. So see, right now she's just hanging here in the door trying to get out. Oh, she's going out to flirt with someone. I really wanted her to go and get that drink before the bar closes. I mean, she can spend all evening flirting with someone if there's too many dudes around and people who want to autograph. She needs to get into that VIP section, and let's just check how the horse is doing. She can just about get there, get a drink, and go home, and then she really should go feed the horse again. So let's go there, I think. I think they close at 2 o'clock. I can't really remember. Yeah, I think I remember one time I had an unexpected death in a household, and it turned out to be really funny because the death, he just hung out and started chatting with one of the people in the household. I was like, what? That never happened to me before. So I love that there's all of these like random occurrences. There's a lot of people here, so let's just make sure she gets that drink. There we go. Order a drink. Let's see, that should be doable. Then she'll get some more money, and soon she'll be able to move to the countryside and try to see how big an area you can fit under one roof for a horse. Yeah, I love stuff like that, Dark Winter Dreams. That's kind of one of the awesome parts of this. Did you get to order the drink? Oh, the bartender just went away. Well, ain't that just awesome? Oh, she wants to adopt another horse. I think she shouldn't do that until she moved, actually. Just isn't that much room. Oh, no one's at work down here. She just went away. How rude. And the club wasn't even closed yet. What are you supposed to do about that? The bartender's hanging out downstairs, just listening to music. That'll just stall this for a while, so let's just see what she'll do if I don't control her for a little bit. Yeah, Death can be quite a social character in Sims. I did feel a bit sorry for him back at that University Mars Death meteorite thingy. So many Sims that you had to kind of lead through the ghost realm. So many gravestones in one spot. What am I doing now? I'm going to get to know someone. I wonder who I'm going to get to know. The reason I do this random Sims is actually that no, don't go watch the piano. If you're down here, just go home. Just go home to your horse. Look at that. Your horse needs to be fed soon. I know I do these random Sims because otherwise you have like a tendency, like when you start out doing pen and paper role-playing games, you have a tendency to do like these Mary Sue characters that's like perfect in the aspects and like superhero good guys or super villain bad guys. And then when you've played it for several years, you start figuring out that the more weaknesses you add to your character, the more fun it is to roleplay it. And I think it's the same thing in The Sims, that you get a tendency to kind of trying to build the perfect character. It's friendly, it's good, it's genius, it's a computer wizard and everything. But when you kind of press the random button, like the one you got here, she's eccentric. She hates the outdoors, she's flirting, she's lucky, and she likes horses. And a lot of these, I mean, some of the traits are like pretty good for living in a big city, like hating being outdoors and flirty and stuff like that. But other things like wanting to have a horse doesn't really fit in that well here. Oh, no, no, you can't go to sleep now. You need to go feed the horse. There we go. Feed Raven. I'll just pause this for a little bit. Yeah, Sim's death and Discworld's death. I mean, Discworld's death is like one of my absolute all-time favorite characters in literature, and like when you know something about Terry Pratchett and his views about wanting to have a choice about your own death, it's no wonder that to him he saw death as being a benign character that was just doing its job. And I think that the way that he wrote him was absolutely wonderful. Mort and well, all the books with death in them are some of my favorite books. I mean, the only person I think I'm like valuing a bit higher than death is Granny Weatherwax, because she's like my all-time favorite in the Discworld. Let's just make sure that she's going to feed Raven, and after that the horse needs a little bit of training, and then it needs to pee. Yes, there we go. Granny Weatherwax is, and she's like there from some of the early books. I remember, I think the first book she's in, isn't that like Equal Rights? Where she's like only a side character. Yeah, Equal Rights, exactly. And also as a side character in the Tiffany books. So I mean, all in all, the Discworld books, I love how it's like a consistent world, and if a character goes to Ankh-Morpork, you'll run into the same characters as side characters that it has as main characters in other books. I mean, I love the Vimes books as well. Murder mystery a lot of the time. Wasn't Thud? It was called the one with the mysterious murder and the conspiracy with the dwarfs and the trolls. Oh, I just went off on a sidetrack again. But Terry Pratchett, that's a wonderful sidetrack. Okay, the horse needs training, I can see, so let's get it out running for a little bit. Oh, and it needs to pee. Poor horsey. Let's get that over with. So now it's like half a horse, because it would be like major indiscretion to show a horse peeing. Oh, I love this thing about American games. Makes you think about some of the things that you might have to censor out if you should make a game for the American market that I would never really think about if I should make it for the Danish market, because a different sense of humor and what you have kind of taboos about when it comes to what children are allowed to see. Oh, it can't go anywhere. Let's try to see if... Try now. Try running around a little bit. No? You still want to run around? Oh, that's the hard thing about the city. There's always like a building. Oh, there we go. Let's have a brisk little run around town. Yeah, Discworld, or if you want to like, I mean, one of my, again, I can keep on saying all-time favorite when Terry Pratchett is involved in something, and of course if Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman is involved in something together, and that gives you good omens, that is definitely like the holy grail of all-time favorite fantasy, humorous books, satire, whatever. Um, Discworld was one of the book series that showed me how bad translation can be sometimes, how much that gets lost in translation. Because I actually read Equal Rights in Danish first. And one of the special thing about Terry Pratchett is that he's extremely punny, and a lot of the things, his jokes, um, they are based on sayings, and you either know that saying or you don't. And some of those sayings are just untranslatable into Danish. Um, oh yeah, Ye Old and Accurate Prophecies of Agnes Potter. I love that. Prophecy about not getting a, what is it, a stone from the roof on your head or something like that. Don't get hit by falling bricks. I'm gonna send the horse home again. There's like lightning and thunder, so there we go. I'm just gonna do a save, and then it's time for my hourly break because I started out on half an hour. I think we're just about there now, yeah. So let's do this save, and then I'm just gonna let the game run because we're still testing for random crashes. I'm just gonna cut video and audio as usual, as my be right back, and then I need to get up and stretch my shoulder a little bit. So hope you'll all be hanging around, or otherwise I'll see you some other day or whatever. Let's get the video off and see you in 10 minutes. Okay, it seems that nobody has died while I was away, and that is always a positive thing in Sims. Got both my Sims. Now, she really wants to move into a penthouse apartment again. Well, that's not the plan I have for her, but I was thinking about doing a save before I move. So Bridgeport said moves, I'm gonna call it. So it's like the city name, her last name, and then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try to move her to another city. So I have no idea what's going to happen and how it works moving them to another city through the phone. Usually I try to just save it to the library, the household, either with the house or without the house. But I'm gonna try using this phone function. Property and travel, move to a new city. So now let's see if we can crash the game again. Welcome back to all of you too, if you went away for a little while. Only for a little while. So let's see what's happening. She's making the call. Let's see what menu I'm getting. Appaloosa Plains, that is the pet expansion city. I can either choose to pack up all the furniture or sell the furniture. If I pack up all the furniture, that would be both from probably her apartment and from this area. She has like 71,000. If I just sell everything, they're going to move in with 90,000. So I'm thinking I'm just selling everything. That way there should be like oh, I don't know. Let's just try it. Let's just move. Accept. And it says your Sim family is preparing to move to a new city. If you go through with this move, all wishes, opportunities, and relationship with Sims outside of the household will be erased. When the slate is wiped clean for their new city. They may also lose their job if the new city cannot offer the chosen career. Do you want to continue? Yes, let's continue. We recommend that you save the game before you move your Sims to a new city. If you choose do not move, you cannot have your city go back to their present position if they should choose to move them from their destination. By choosing save, you get the opportunity to save a new game and overwrite an existing file. Well, I already saved it, so let's just say don't save. And let's see what happens. Hopefully they'll both wake up rich in a new city so we can buy them a decent farm for a horse to grow up in. And I do hope that her horse is going to move with her. I have no idea actually. Yeah, the cats are meowing. We are shifting their feeding time a little bit because we really don't want to have to get up at 5 in the morning, so we're trying to shift their feeding time 1 hour. And that's all the feeding 3 times during the day, so they're not quite used to it yet, so they're yelling at me or yelling at us. And I'm like occupied here, and Anders is mining asteroid in Nullsec and Eve, so he has to be, you can't just like hang out and do a AFK mining, because if rats turn up in the belt, they might just avoid it being potted a couple of times. So yeah, fingers crossed for the horse. We're definitely leaving the city now, going beyond the edge of the map. There's a lot of puddles. Waiting for a load screen. I wonder if I'm getting a load screen. I'm going in. Oh, I think this is my load screen. There we go. Fine non-projectile cannon. I think that's a cannon. I'll just click things. Enormous ring of fire. There we go. Okay, I have almost 100,000 from her previous life in the big city. Do I have anything that looks like a real farm up for sale here? This looks like something that might be interesting. Oh, it says it might be the best place in all the city to breed horses. And I can just about afford it if I buy it without the furniture. Well, that's okay. She'll still have like 12,000 to. Yeah, I think I might just do that because that's a really nice big farm, and she's like a rich girl moving out from the city anyway. So it's like her interpretation of the primitive life is a really expensive farm, but not that fancy furniture. So I think that's like a good start. Let's do that. So let's see, and let's start playing. Hi, Sol. Welcome to the chat. Just came back from my first break. If you want to move, save the game. So let's just call it Set Farm. There we go. Accept. That's a pretty nice big farmhouse. Let's see if there's stables and everything. Might even be a bit big for my fancy, but I can always just downsize it. If I break part of the house down, that would give me some extra money too. So let's just see. Wow, that is a big house. And oh, nice areas for the horses. Let's see here. Let's go down. That's like the garage. Well, that was some garage. Is there any stables? Yeah, I think that's perhaps the stables, or I can put up some in here. Yeah, let's start by doing that. Make sure we're at that level. And let's put up just one stable here for the horse. Yeah, that's definitely a proper farm. I wanted to originally, just do this in this city, but it was like a really mountainous area, and it was very hard to find a big flat place to kind of put down a farm. So that's why I decided, and also because I haven't really played this city before. It's the last, well, it's the Pets expansion, the first one we installed for the village. So you can see now there's like, she has none of the wishes. I might give her a career in the beginning just to make sure that, let's just see something here. Oh, it didn't mess with her age this time, luckily. Also here, checking out, because I want to make sure that actually turns into adult horse at some point. I don't know how many traits it can get while it's still a foal. That's why I'm letting it have this long a childhood, also because it's kind of cute. But to see how many traits it can get there, you see it's already to 3 traits. I'm thinking maybe to get 2 more, it needs to be an adult first. I don't really know, because I know it's like mainly centered about dogs, cats, and horses. And then I've seen that, you mean you've all seen like the raccoon that we had, and there's like the smaller wildlife. I've seen different kinds of birds, like crows and chipmunks and stuff like that. Oh, I was buying something. I'm just talking so I get distracted. Pets, horses. Let's get like an old. Yeah, that's like built for this. I can see it's like the perfect size. So there's like stables there, and I have like this area where I can put up some of these stuff. Let's just see how much did she get in here before I go totally crazy. Well, she has a kitchen, a fully functional kitchen. Don't have to worry about that. She has a bathroom, at least there's a toilet there. There's a fireplace there, so all she really needs is a bed and maybe some entertainment. I mean, she's a writer, so I should probably give her a computer, so... no, most of the things I've seen in the Sims Exchange so far has been like based on standard meshes. I haven't been out there looking around really. I remember that back in Sims 2 there was this wonderful mod community where you had like more radical mods, like total meshes, so it was like new hairstyles instead of just new hair colors, new furniture and stuff like that. But I haven't really found the perfect site for that for Sims 3. But still, I'm still playing Sims 3. I'm really not done playing all the expansions there yet, so I haven't been out looking for mods yet. I'm a slow player. I like to go into detail with my games. So this is like the first floor. Yeah, it's like a big house, this one. Look at that. It's like a giant farmhouse. Oh, let's just zoom in here. But yeah, let's get her a bed so that maybe I should really just give her a bed outside the horse, you know, next to the horse, so they can spend as much quality time together as possible. I mean, it's indoors, so that should do okay for her. Let's put up something like that. That looks decorative and not too expensive. And let's give her a bed up here. I think that's a little bit funny. Does she have anything here? Oh, she has a bar. Let's put up a bar too, just so she can have a drink if she wants to. It's really just the big area here. There we go. And let's find a really good bed for her. And make it like dark wood or something. Just press the random button a couple of times till I find something I like. Oh yeah, that one. It looks a bit like, I don't know, marbled wood of some sort. Like that. Isn't that just awesome? Yeah, I mean, this is one of the titles I think I've spent most money on, besides things like World of Warcraft and EVE, where you pay on a monthly basis. It's a relaxing game that I enjoy playing. Oh, I can see the horses going straight out there to look at something. I hope that perhaps it'll be a little bit happier, because you can see it. You can earn long-time happiness rewards with your pets as well. But right now, as it's a baby, it doesn't have any wishes, so I don't get any like big bonuses for that. But if I can get this meter to go up here by making it just semi-happy, it'll still earn some points. And those points, some of the rewards you can get there is that you can get, it can be fearless. It can be a lucky horse, so that people who ride this horse will often be lucky. And since I know that there's something about being able to have a jockey career in this game, being lucky would be nice. Also a super grazer, as a horse being able to graze all kinds of surfaces. Yeah, there's a lot of different rewards here that I haven't even been into yet, so. But they are like, all the meters are full at the moment, so I'll just let them interact a little bit here at the new place, see what happens. I think this was a pretty good buy. Hopefully the fact that she's, let's see, yeah, she's still super famous, that should carry over, so people still keep on giving her stuff. So that's some kind of, because she's kind of lost some opportunities. There won't be the bars and clubs where she can go to promote them and earn money that way. So she will either have to go and get a regular career, or spend more time writing or painting again and start selling something like that. So I think perhaps that's one of the things I should do. Make sure that she's, oh, she's making a drink. Awesome. Make sure that she'll be able to paint. So because that's part of her lifetime happiness thing, is that she wants to have like 10 points in being a painter. And I'm going to put it up in here because she doesn't really like going outdoors much. And now I've installed her in a farm, at least let her be indoors. That would be like the nice thing to do. Now I've moved this big city girl into this farm in the middle of nowhere. The horse isn't famous. I'm not really aware if the horse can become famous too, because it's like 2 different expansions. Maybe if when it grows up and she'll be able to start riding it, if we choose the jockey career for her there, then perhaps it can become a famous racehorse or something like that. I'm not really certain about it. So, but let's just take a break and go to like the city view and see what do we have out here of public things now that it's the Pets expansion. There's like Beach Boulevard. There's like a beach area down here, and that's like, well, most of the cities have that. I can see that there's some kind of local challenge. This is the International Horse Center. I can go there to take riding lessons or buy horses. I can breed my horses when they get old enough. I can sell horses, and I can participate in different kinds of contests with my horse. I can see here that there's some kind of challenge here, and there's a horse training ground. So maybe I should really take Raven to the horse training ground right away and see what that's all about. Also, I think I need to look into cars, whether there's some kind of horse transportation unit. Yeah, I think maybe I should do that right away. Maybe I need some money for that. Let's see. Cars. because when my horse got delivered, oh, wow, never seen that one before. There's a motorcycle, bike. That's something. It's called the hog, svino, translated to the hog. No, so that's probably just a game feature. Yeah, so just have to see how they're going to get there. I'm not sure whether the training ground is for older horses or if it works for younger horses as well, so we can just go there and check it out. Let's see, they're both doing okay, so there we go. So this is just me exploring the expansion. If you have anything, questions or anything, do feel free to ask away. Oh, because she's famous and she doesn't have a personal car at the moment, she gets picked up by this limo when she has to go somewhere. So I wonder if the horse is in the limo as well, or if that has to kind of run along on its own. Yeah, it looks like it. I just got, it says, the get-together of the horse lovers. The city arranged a get-together for all the Sims on the local horse farm to promote camaraderie and better the morale among horse owners in the community. Sims should bring their horses and meet some new friends today. So the goal is to meet 3 new Sims or pets to get a mood reward down here that'll better their moods and make them earn reward points easier. So you can see she gets to drive the limo, but the horse has to run there on its own. Yeah, in Pets 2 there was pet careers, but I haven't seen anything like it yet here. But I haven't really looked into it yet. Been so busy I mean, I installed it to be able to play like our Sims game, and I've only just recently had the time to sit down on my own and play through the expansion, so I haven't really looked into it yet. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I bought a farm to Mitsu, is so that the horse would be able to get some friends, so she could buy more horses or adopt more horses. I'm just, of course, going to see whether... There's another horse. Play horse around. Yeah, definitely. Oh, it's not able to. Oh, and Linnea, my sim, just earned some money on royalties for some of the novels she's been writing. In her previous life in the big city. So she got that reward there to better her mood. And let's see if Raven can get to play with this horse. Friendly, socialize. This must be a good thing for Raven to be in this city, because your horse can actually move around in the city on its own. So if she's feeling sad, I could send her down here without her owner having to go with her. Oh, that's so cute. Isn't that just adorable? So, like, they're both making friends right now, I think. Or is she just... She's kind of... unless Linnea starts talking to people, they're not going to start talking to her, because she's so famous that they're all, like, starstruck. So it's always up to her to decide whether or not she wants to talk to people. Let's see. Yeah. You might hear the cat screams in the background, but the cats are being fed now. I think it's funny like this, just following the pet around and seeing what it's doing on its own when you go to another place like this. There's definitely some socializing going around over here. Just walking around. It's a good thing it's an animal-friendly community. It looked a little bit sad in the big city when Raven was walking around, visiting the big buildings, just standing outside on the sidewalk, looking up at the skyscrapers. Oh, you can see the adult horse running back and forth over there as well. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Marnie, it's called. And what's my character doing here? She's just hanging around over here, meeting the locals. Apparently she thinks this guy is kind of cute. Bertram, he's asking for her autograph. As you can see, there's this little magnet and heart now. Oh, she wants to feed Raven. Is Raven hungry? A little bit. Yeah, we can make her feed Raven. She doesn't have to hang around and flirt with everybody because, as I said, she has a flirty personality. She'll get through that part of socializing without me controlling her. I think she must have been flirting with everybody in the big city already, so it's a good thing she's moving on, maybe. She hasn't managed to pick up a boyfriend or girlfriend yet, as I said earlier. And they usually manage to do that, but she's been like focusing on a lot of other stuff apparently. Well, actually I called it Raven because it's white, obviously. I mean, that makes sense, right? I tried living in Copenhagen for a while. Not really my kind of thing. I mean, I think what I found out about big cities is that it's a good thing to be a tourist in a big city. That's kind of fun because you've set aside some money so you can afford everything in a big city for a couple of days or a week. But living in there is, yeah, I think I'd have to be rich to live in a big city. Out here where I live, everything is like about living conditions is so inexpensive. I'd never be able to have this living standard in a big city. So I used to live in Slales too for a little bit again when I was younger. Well, that was back when I did a lot of theatre, stunt and stuff like that. Lights, love the tech stuff. Someone wants her to eat at a restaurant and then recommend it to other people in the city. That sounds bothersome, but okay, let's accept that. She has to eat at some point. But no, I'm not really into living in big cities. Slale, so that was like my the highest level of population I want to live around, I think. I prefer having a garden and being able to grow some stuff and having just like a little bit of grass for the cats to be let out on. Yeah, same here, Red One. I mean, I was originally born in Copenhagen back in the 70s, but my parents moved out because back then Copenhagen was in a really sorry state. There was a lot of poverty in there, and there was not the buildings hadn't been renovated yet. So there was like there's been a lot of investment in Copenhagen since then, but it was just cheaper for my parents to move to the country, and they were part of like the wave of happy hippies who moved to the country to have their own garden or something like that. I think that was kind of funny. Well, I like having like the most important stuff close by. I mean, there's like less than a kilometer down to the mall where we have an apothecary and 5 supermarkets and clothes stores, and I mean we have 3 or 4 pizza places, I think. Not the best pizza places in the world, but we've got somewhere to go if you don't want to cook. Um, so I'm pretty happy about that. But you can see this sim, she just wants to be inside. It's just like, I don't want to be outside. I think she found someone to hang out with that she's not flirting with. That's an improvement. Just talking a little bit. How's the horse doing? The horse is doing just fine. Oh, that's good. So let's just pause this a bit and save, for God's sake. Save. That's like the total basics, eh, Red? That's like pub, component store. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, we've got a bakery too. They do have a tendency to take a lot of vacation days, which is sad because it always seems to correlate with the days where I want to go to the bakery for breakfast. They're having a few vacation days, so but we do have a bakery. Let's just see. My sim is hungry. Let's oh, it's gonna cost her some money if she wants to fill the buffet table. Is there... Oh, there's some food over there apparently. Let's just grab a plate from that one. There we go. So, while I do that, let's pause again. One of the things from Seasons that I think is entertaining is like the festival site where we went very shortly in the city. I'm not sure that it's already installed here. I think it might be down here. I'm not sure because it's like you usually have to be like 1 day into the season before you can see whether or not there's a festival spot. So I'm just gonna keep an eye out for that. In the summertime you can go roller skating. In the winter time there's an ice rink. Of course this sim doesn't enjoy it so much because it means you have to be outside, and that's not really her strong suit. But some sims will of course think that that is insanely entertaining. So that's one of the seasonal features. And also in the winter time you can go outside and you can do like a snow angel, or you can build a snowman, or do a snowball fight and stuff like that. So there's like different social things built in the different seasons as well. And you can of course do special parties for the different holidays. I'm glad everybody's enjoying the bread when they're here. Yeah, I'm back to the thing where I should really do a cooking stream. I should do a cooking stream about making bread. That would be like, let's see, 5 minutes to put the dough together and then wait an hour. and then shape the dough, then wait an hour, then bake the dough for half an hour. So like 2.5 hour stream for making bread, I think. It would be like cooking for 5 minutes and then like a break doing something else for an hour and then cooking for 5 minutes. So it's like drawing and baking. Either that or do like homemade pizza, so I could do like a sauce and some toppings or something in the meanwhile. Or there's a lot of different styles. The thing is that a lot of the cooking that I do is like slow cooking, so I don't have to stand actively and do something besides a pan on a stove. I'm just like gonna start something, put it into an oven for 12 hours or in a pot for 8 hours. So it'll be a long stream. Oh, was she hit by lightning or something? That umbrella looked positively. There was really something wrong with that. Oh, I need to get the horse home as well. It's getting pretty tired. Go home, little horsey. There we go. Yeah, pot roast is one of those things where you can just work for a little bit and then it'll just like simmer for 4 hours and then you do some rice and then you've got food. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons I've got Sims dying after I installed Seasons, is that you can get hit by lightning apparently. So, but it doesn't look like she's in any way roasted or anything. It was just that shortly, it might have been a graphic glitch, I'm not really sure. But, oh come on, I need to go home, horsey, go in there. There. There we go. Into the communal stables. Yeah, I really need to fit this out with some more things, I think. Yeah, I like doing dishes with meat once in a while. All in all, we're not a household where we eat a lot of meat, but I do like that when you work with meat, that you kind of do it with respect for the fact that you're eating meat now. I mean, buy some proper product and spend some time working with it so it becomes really delicious, because it really deserves that. Otherwise, you might as well just eat some, I don't know, soy tofu thingy. And once again, that is not meant to be offensive to anyone. If you like soy tofu thingies, well, good for you. Personally, I don't like tofu. Tastes weird. Well, doing the dishes is worth filming. Not everybody gets to do their dishes on camera. Or rather, do my dishes on camera. So, oh, I can see we're already like closing in on having done a second hour here. Oh, thank you for the host, Timid Bunny. Welcome to the stream, if you're here, and if you're lurking, welcome too. Otherwise, just thank you for the host. Always grateful. I think think perhaps if you go like into the character creation on pets, you can make a zebra. Actually, let's try to see if we can do that, because it should be possible to let's just save this and let's try do character creation and see if we can make a zebra, because that's kind of funny. I haven't tried that. Should be able to check that out pretty quickly. I haven't really played around with the creation tool for horses yet. Oh, no worries, Timid Bunny. It's just me playing a random city, so you haven't missed anything about your character today. I'm just test running the game because I've had some bugs after I've installed the expansions, so I'm trying to run it through, and so far the only conclusion I've come to is that I have to remember to save pretty often, because my game will crash all of a sudden. Sometime I'll do like twice with 5 minutes in between, and then all I can do is like restart, and then sometimes it'll run without anything wrong, but still I'm playing this random sim I rolled, trying to figure out how the different expansions work, and right now I'm working a bit on the pets expansion, and particularly on horses, because I haven't tried making any horses before. So let's make a household. And all that was, hi Timid Bunny, welcome. So let's go in here and create a horse. It should be possible to make a household only of pets. So let's try going in. Oh yeah, let's just start out with races. Lusitano, no. No, that's pretty standard. Fur. There's an advanced setting. No immediately. Striped version. Different decorative options. Hairstyle. Let's see what different colors. Oh, what do we have? What is that? That's like spots. So I can kind of go in here and add some different layers, but so I guess that's this one. Then I can color those if I want to. Oh, there we got it. Look, zebra. Of course. It's a horse, of course. Yeah, definitely. Let's go back to basic viewing and make sure that that's dark, because they are dark. Like that. And tail too. There we go, a zebra. That's gonna be zebra soil. I can just take this one and dump it into the household, and then it'll be living on the farm as well. So there we go. Oh, it can be Zeb with the last name Ra. That's kind of royal. Does this make any difference in the build? No, not really. A friend for Raven. Well, I didn't say I was really funny, will she? I think I'm funny. That should be good enough. Let's see. Let's do that, and let's just temperamental, genius, and shy. Well, let's say I've got like the 3 options. This is untrained, genius, and agile. Yep, I think I'm choosing that one for sure. So zebra is an adult pet. Ooh, accessories. Like a show saddle like this one with stars on it. Nah, I don't think I want that. Something simple, I think. Yeah, something just like that. And let's see. This is a male. I think that's okay because Raven is a female, so they might get romantic if we're really, really lucky. But Raven will have to get older first. So, but definitely let's put Zebra in as a friend of Ravens. There we go. Accept that one. That was funny. But can I please get rid of her? I don't really want her. Ugh. Seriously? I thought I would be able to do just the pet. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I have to put someone in with the pet. I can place them in an existing household. Well, hopefully. Yeah, I'm just gonna place it. So accept that, and then it should be in the library, and I should be able to place it. There we go. Zebra. And where did we live? I can't remember where we lived. Where is the big farm that we bought? There we go. So place a copy, mix. There we go. Fingers crossed. Yeah, and yeah, let's go back. Oh, not Fox. There we go. Yeah, now it's in there. So let's get back to the game. What did we learn today that's new? I'm always interested in knowing which of all the new things I've learned that we noticed. You can make a zebra is definitely something new. And who doesn't need a zebra? Oh, Raven is outside. Get in here, Raven. Where's the zebra? There's the zebra. Ta-da! Adult horse. She's so lucky, Linnea, because she's so charismatic. Everybody likes her a little before they've even talked to her. Let's see. Oh, I need her to do something with that hay. Let's see. And she wants to buy a salt lick, or whatever that's called. That must be something in, yeah, it's there. Where do I put that one? Has to be outside, perhaps. Weird. Let's put that one there. There we go. It's standing up and sleeping. There's gonna be like hay everywhere. It's like a country bar, this one. Yeah, I like the fact that you can just, you know, if you want to just go out and design a pet and then put it into the household, like perhaps if Sazo wanted to have a certain dog in the Chaos household, we'll be able to design separately and then place in the household. So that's good. I'm starting to be a little bit restless. So yeah, that was an hour again, so I need to do my break and my stretching. But let's put this one as the central character while I take my break, and I'll be back for at least a little while after the break. So cheerio, and be right back. Okay, I can see something is happening here. Let me just put on these. Uh-oh, something's on fire. Oh, has been on fire. Oh God. Well, apparently it's been put out. That's something. Awesome. Well, at least none of the horses were hurt, and I don't think she's hurt either, but I think she just had a bad accident with the stove. So, luckily she got a lot of money because she got a couple of thousand when she accepted Zebra into her household. So, let's just take away the stove. Oh, maybe this was it, the fireplace. Yeah, can't do anything about it now. I have to let her live for a little. Oh, there's still a fire. Oh, shit. Okay, let's see if she can call the fire department. Whether she's gonna burn down the farm. Oh God, this isn't good. I may be losing my sim. Go here, please. She called the fire department. Go outside. Go outside. Wait for the fire department. Don't do anything stupid. Call the fire department again if you have to. Go outside. No, no, no. Don't go into the fire. Stay away from the light. Stay away from the light. No, go away. Go away. Ah, ah. Yes, yes, true. Talk to this person. No, no, no. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Jog here. Go, put on your training outfit. This is not good. Oh my God. Well, at least she's only just hungry. Ah, go away. Leave it to the professionals. Hopefully. Oh yeah, more than one firefighter. I think that's the first time I've had to have 2 firefighters on a house fire in Sims. This is exceptional. Oh, come on, fire dudes, do your job. I'm glad I have to save this orphan. And and there weren't even, I didn't check because I always usually put up a fire detector, so I didn't even notice that there wasn't one. I'm gonna redesign this entire kitchen when I'm done with this. Yeah, she should go flirt with a firefighter. Doesn't she think anything is cute here? Let's talk to some of them. Don't worry so much about food. You can just grab a quick meal. See? Make a friend. Get something good from this. Oh, this is awesome. And she got like 1,200. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that kitchen. So, yeah, let's just, it's a good thing that she just got some money. Let's see how much of this we can actually get anything. Yeah, anything that's burned is like worth 0. But, I can still get something for this, so I'm gonna totally redesign everything. Trying to make it a bit more fireproof than this. This is totally cool. It's a good thing that I wasn't further away than that could have gone totally wrong. Do not step away from The Sims without a fire detector. Oh, that's a fridge. That's pretty cool. I think I'm keeping that one. That looks like it's still working. So, let's see if she can, like, clean any... Yeah, she can clean this. So let's just clean out the kitchen. The power of fire. Oh, let's see. How are the horses doing? Zebra is doing fine. Figured out that there's plenty of hay to eat. Raven needs something to eat, so she really needs to go and feed the horse. Yeah. No time to worry about that kitchen. I'm gonna redesign that one anyway. Gonna put up a temporary kitchen in the stables for her, I think. She should hang out with her horses. She really likes her horses, so. No need to go into that big old house when she can just hang out here. So let's just put up a kitchen with a fire detector. There's like a nice little area here. Yeah. Let's do a quick kitchen. Oh wait, sure, let's see. I'm gonna see if open link in new tab. Here we go. Oh, awesome sim. Love that one. That's really cool. Mine is just it's just a random. I did a random roll because I'm like trying to figure out why my game is crashing, and the only thing I've concluded so far that it's probably because I'm running with too many expansions at the same time. They do tend to conflict, but I can run crash free for quite a while on a good day, so I'm not going to reinstall anything yet. Going to try to avoid doing that. But see, she has plenty of money, so let's just give her some expensive stuff here. It makes them more happy if they're like surrounded by expensive things anyway. So like that, and that, and that, and then we need a stove. This one perhaps? Yeah, I think this one. And as the next thing we need a fire, a smoke detector right above the stove. Not gonna have that happen again. Oh, I think I left the fridge in there, didn't I? Let's just grab the fridge and go downstairs and put that one there. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then let's give her some more appliances, like this trash compactor. There we go. And a dishwasher. There we go. And I'm gonna build her bathroom too, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Maybe put that one up there, but right now that's like, yeah. Oh yeah, get off my lawn. You can't help it. As when you cross a certain age, you just, sometimes the kids are just on your lawn. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just part of being human. I do feel that certain age at times. But then again, at times I feel like I'm 12, so I think that evens out. Yeah. So now I have to kind of try to balance this household with two horses. Haven't tried to do that yet. So, but on the upside, she should have an opportunity to ride the other horse. Not that she has any skill points in riding yet. But it could be fun to see whether or not she's just gonna fall. You know? She'll probably have to work a little bit on... Oh, the horse wants to get on saddle, have the saddle removed. She should do that. There we go. Remove saddle. There we go. I get annoyed when I wear my bra for too long as well. I totally get that. I did some riding when I was a teenager, but that was mainly because everybody out here where I grew up and where I'm still at, that was just if you were a girl, at some point you would do horseback riding, and we've got these like riding schools, and then you go there, and they've got like a selection of insane ponies, and then you get allotted an insane pony, and then you try to make it run around in a ring. Also tried some outdoor riding. They gave me an insane full-size horse named Cha-Cha, and it really lived up to this like exotic name. It liked to just bite down on the bit and then just go nuts across the fields. So, but it was an experience. Someone I don't know who is wants to know whether or not Linnea wants to go on a date. No, right now I think she's just hungry and wants to get something to eat. So I think she should be allowed to get something to eat. Oh, lunch. Let's just make a salad. You don't burn a salad. That's a good thing. Nope, nope, don't go anywhere. Go and have a salad. Where's she going? I have no idea where she's going. What just happened? Maybe it's one of the things about this this expansion when you're in this city. All of a sudden your sim just gets kidnapped. I don't know. Now I'm here. Did I accept? Look at that umbrella. You see what I mean? Doesn't it look like it got hit by lightning or something? It's like totally frayed around the edges. I know. Oh. I've been told that it says that some people in the gym is spreading rumors that you're sweating a lot when you're training. So besides using a deodorant, you should use Train Without Sweating next time you do a training session. And the goal is to train without sweating for 3 hours to improve your sports skill. Yeah, sure. Though I think that's a weird thing to say. Why shouldn't you be allowed to sweat if you're working out? That's kind of the goal. Well, one of the goals. Go home and get a salad. Oh, dog. Yeah, pets have priority. No doubt about that. I've got 3 cats. Very spoiled. That umbrella. That's so awesome. I think there's something about being able to rake together all the leaves and play in them or something like that as well. Oh, the horses are so cute. It's all about the shrubbery, so buy me a shrubbery. Monty Python. And like always, when you've got a famous person, you've got the paparazzi hanging out here. But what are the horses doing? Oh, one of them is just horsing around, and the other one is following. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna let them interact a little bit on their own and hope that nothing gets burned down. Let's see, did she eat something? Yeah, I think she ate something. So they're all like pretty healthy now. She just wants to pet the zebra. Zeb. There you are, Zeb, hiding in the bushes. Really, that big house is just in the way. All it is like a big area where the horses can't, where the horses have no access. I think I'm going to redesign that so the horses have access everywhere. That's just more fun. Let's be friendly to Zebra. Let's pet Zebra a little bit. Definitely just horsing around, Candy Gambler. That's what it's all about in this episode. Random sims, random horses, just trying out the expansions. But I think I'm close to winding down. I'm like, need to get out of this chair for a little while. Do something else, stretch a little bit. Just let this game run on auto and see when I run into a bug the next time. I think I've been going for like 2.5 hours now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. 2.5 hours, that's pretty okay. It's been nice hanging out with you guys, as always. Having everybody horsing around in chat, just to keep to the punny sense of humor. Yeah, pretty much random everything. Just press a button and then see what happens. Trying out different things in the expansion, seeing if some of them are particularly troublesome or more buggy than other things, so I can avoid the worst things. So yeah, I think that I'm gonna wind down for the day. As I said, nice hanging with you, but I'm getting distracted by my shoulder, and then it starts being not so fun. So I'll try to see if I can do more of random streams that's not on Mondays. It might be an option now that my boyfriend starts school at the end of the month, but for now it's probably just going to be Mondays the month out, and let's see what I can figure out for next month. Remember that you are gathering catnip when you hang out and chat, and we have installed this Revlobot where you can choose between some really bad rewards for all the catnip that you gather. There's a link somewhere. Well, she's got it, I think. And it'll send you to the list of rewards, and if you type catnip in chat, you will see how much you've earned so far. So have a good evening, everybody, morning or night, wherever you are, and that's me signing off. Bye.